What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Elbow. I'm coming back at y'all with a banger in today's video. As you can see, the tires here and we're gonna be getting it installed. Alright, for those of y'all who do not know, whenever I got my rear wheels mounted, one of the tires in it, the passenger rear, the blue one, the tire had basically a bubble in the sidewall because there was a nail in it and I was scratching it, so obviously the tire was bad and I had to replace that with this tire. This is a Firestone Firehawk Indy 500. It's a 275 4019, and yeah, we're gonna be throwing that on the blue wheel and also painting it today, so that's fire. I got this off of eBay for basically $100 and it only has 400 miles on it. This was literally like the only single tire that was for sale that was used, and literally less than like 150, so I was like, this is perfect, and it's almost new, so very nice. All right, let's head. Yeah, y'all know the fucking vibes. All right, we are back from the tire shop. The wheel has been mounted, painted, and sheesh, it looks fire. Unfortunately, I did kind of mess up on one of the spokes. As you can see, it's a little uneven, but besides that, it's solid. The overspray on the tire, I'm gonna end up wiping that off with some rubbing alcohol, but most of all the wheels are one color, so that's absolutely fire. It looks a whole lot more solid, not that there's not like a fucking blue wheel, because that just looks hella interesting. I also went ahead and lowered the rear a little bit more and added a little bit of camber, so it looks a whole lot more solid. Are you really gonna bother me? Go away, lady. But looks a whole lot more solid. Sheesh, talk about the fitment. But how can I help you?
Hey, you're obviously on a student here, right?
Correct.
So you're on school property and you can't be doing that on school property.
Okay, so you want me to move?
Yeah,
okay.
You're gonna have to get off the property, okay?
Got it, thank you. No problem. All right, we are at a different spot, as you can see. I could tell the second I saw Shawty pulling up and her head was like at the window looking at shit, I was like, yep, I'm finna have to relocate. But back to what we were doing. Yeah, the wheels are on, every wheel is painted, and it looks solid. I went ahead and lowered the rear and added a little bit more camber so it looks a whole lot more flush. I really like the tire because it's a tall ass tire. At first I didn't like that, but now with like how the fitment looks and everything, it looks a whole lot nicer. But yeah, this shit looks solid. I'm not gonna lie, this car came a long ass way. But yeah, the fitment is solid. I low-key want just like a little spacer in the rear, because for those of y'all who don't know, the Gens fender stock, at least the rears, don't really need to be pulled. There's not like extra material right here as there is on the front, so I could throw a little spacer, but yeah, no, the fitment's nice, it doesn't rub. It's cool. So I do have some toe arms to fix the rear. As you can see, the toe on this side is it's a little bent to toe in. So yeah, let's head back to the garage and install these toe arms. All right, so we're gonna be installing these Godspeed rear toe arms for the Genesis Coupe, of course. I needed these because my passenger side one is actually bent, and why not replace both of them with, you know, some nicer, newer type of stuff. So I got these Godspeed ones and we're gonna be testing them out and installing them. So the nice thing about these Godspeed coilovers is that they're adjustable in two different ways. If you twist this, you can twist the actual part that bolts onto the knuckle if you want to extend, or the opposite of extend. Or if you want to also twist this, you can also extend the actual, I know there's names for this, so don't roast me, but it does have two separate ways of adjustment, so that's really good and useful for dialing in toe. Another thing that's nice about these is that they also come with hardware, so perfect. All right, let's get to it. All right, this is the toe arm that we're gonna be removing. As you can see, it is right here. If I can actually touch that. It's held on by two bolts, a 19 mil over there, and another 19 mil right here, which I've already loosened, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take it off. All right, now that we have taken off the OEM toe arm, as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and basically just adjust this so that's the same height, and then we can do further adjustments after I throw it on there. But as you can see, this one's a lot like thicker It feels a whole lot heavier too, I will say that. It's heavier better, I don't know. But it definitely does feel a whole lot more rigid than the OEM one, because this shit is literally just like a rod. Look at that shit. That shit is hella bent. Yeah, no wonder my toe's messed up. All right, the toe arms are installed. I finished up that side, and now, as you can see, I don't know if y'all can see it honestly, because to me it's one of those things that like bug the hell out of me, but if you ask another person they probably wouldn't see it. But in my eyes, this toe definitely sits a whole lot more straight, and the wheel is like damn near parallel with the front. Sheesh. But yeah, it looks a whole lot nicer, I will say that for sure. Like, I've been whipping it a decent amount, no cap, and I don't scrape at all, so that's kind of fire. Well, I can't say at all, but it's not bad, and I don't bottom out, so what more could you ask for? But yeah, the fitment's nice. I still do need to wipe off the silver on the tire. I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, let me show you the driver's side. So when I installed the driver's side, somehow I got a little bit off compared to the front. If you could see it, I don't know if you're really going to be able to, but it's kind of facing like that a little bit more than it should be. But nevertheless, it sits fire. Also, I do need to remove a little bit of camber on the rear on this side because there's a lot more than the front. But yeah, nah, this shit is sick, I'm not gonna lie. It looks a whole lot cleaner, I will say that. The chin, it's coming along low key. So yeah, for now it's basically adjust the fitment a little bit, get in alignment, and deal with the front bumper slash fender. I really do need to paint this, but damn, I don't want to. That's just me being lazy though. This front bumper looks rough. Nevertheless though, I will end up painting it for sure. But yeah, no, this shit looks clean. I like it a lot. Anyways guys, that's gonna go and wrap up today's video. I'm finna sell out. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Deuces.